My name's Jenna and I grew up in Birdsville, and last year I purchased the Birdsville Roadhouse. I think to me, apart from being home, it's a place where I can, I guess, be free to be exactly who I am. I can have a real impact as well in a small community like this. You know, and then obviously you've got the beauty of it, you know, from a visual perspective, and it's, you know, yeah, it's a place that kind of, it grabs you and it's a part of who I am, and I think it always will be. Obviously there's small town politics and everyone knows what's going on and that kind of thing, which is part and parcel of being a small town and a small community. But on the flip side of that, you've also got a lot of people that are your family, that may not be blood related, but you are family. And I think that's a really beautiful part of being in a small town. The Roadhouse was, it was an opportunity that was for sale in Birdsville at the time. It was something that I always thought, you know, it was a great business. It was, you know, it was a viable business. And in late 2019, I kind of mentioned to the people who were selling it that I was interested, and I guess that started the process. So I guess I came to that time in my life where I wanted to put down some roots, and obviously Birdsville's home. It's where I've lived for, you know, for most of my life. And the Roadhouse was the opportunity, and it just, everything kind of fell into place, I guess. And now I have the opportunity to grow it and see where it takes me. When you realise that everything you're doing is going to impact your success or your failure, it becomes very, very easy to do the extra bit of work that's required. What are your tyres on at the moment?
38.
Yeah, no, I'd drop them down. I'm a jack of some trades, would be a much more accurate term for what I do. I'm definitely not a jack of all trades. There's nothing that I you know, really dislike about living in, you know, a remote place like Birdsville, but there are things that logistically make it difficult. And running a business, one of the things is you've always got to plan so far in advance. So we get our deliveries usually every 3 weeks over summer, then it goes to 2 weeks, you know, during the shoulder periods, I guess, and at the moment it's weekly. So it's very exciting because we can actually restock our shelves. For me, the people of Central West Queensland are, you know, they can almost never do enough for you, really. We are one big community, no matter how far away we live from each other, and our nearest town's 200 kilometres away, so we might be communities of only, you know, 100 here or a couple of hundred there, but we're certainly, big hearts. In small communities, everybody plays a number of roles, and we all develop skills in areas that we didn't know we ever wanted to or needed to. And for people who are open-minded about things like that, there's definitely opportunity.